I know this might come as a surprise, but some of the foods you've been told were healthy your whole life may actually be causing more harm than good, especially after 60. And the worst part? You probably eat them every day thinking you're doing your body a favor. Look, you're doing your best, trying to stay strong, active, and clear-headed. You skip junk food, you try to eat clean, maybe even organic. But the truth is that inflammation doesn't care how healthy something sounds on a label. It only cares how your body reacts. So if you're waking up with stiff joints, feeling unusually tired, bloated, or just not quite yourself, the culprit could be hiding right there in your fridge or pantry disguised as something nutritious. That's why in this video, we're going to uncover the 8 so-called healthy foods that are secretly triggering inflammation in people over 60, and you'll probably be shocked at what made the list. By the end of this video, you'll know what to avoid, what to replace it with, and how just a few small changes could make you feel lighter, sharper, and stronger within days. These are simple switches with a big payoff. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us bring more of this useful, down-to-earth information your way, so you can keep taking charge of your health in the smartest, kindest way possible. So, what's in it for you today? Relief, clarity, that comforting feeling that your body isn't working against you anymore. Because once you stop feeding the fire of inflammation, you can finally start healing, feeling energetic again, and moving without that familiar ache in your knees or back. It's not magic, it's awareness, and it starts with food. So let's go there together. Let's talk heart to heart about the everyday healthy foods that are quietly holding you back. Let's begin with fruit juices. You know the kind, bright, sweet, often with a label that screams 100% natural. Orange juice, apple juice, even grape juice. They're marketed as a morning essential, a vitamin-packed way to start the day. But the truth is, once the fiber is stripped away and you're left with just the juice, it hits your bloodstream like a sugar bomb. And sugar is one of inflammation's favorite fuels. After 60, your body becomes more sensitive to these spikes. They can trigger inflammation in your blood vessels, joints, and even your brain. You might feel it as joint pain or cloudy thinking. So swap that glass of juice for the whole fruit instead. Eat the orange. Enjoy the apple with the peel. That fiber slows down the sugar rush, supports your gut, and helps calm inflammation rather than stir it up. Now let's talk about whole wheat bread. Yes, I know, it says whole on the package. Maybe it even says multi-grain or heart healthy. But many of these breads are still made from highly processed grains that act just like white bread in the body. The result? Blood sugar spikes, gut disruption, and chronic low-grade inflammation that chips away at your health little by little. You don't have to give up bread entirely. Look for sprouted grain bread or rye with minimal ingredients, or even better, try making your own with almond or coconut flour. Your joints and digestion will thank you. Next up, plant-based meat alternatives. They've exploded in popularity and seem like a great idea, less red meat, right? But many of these products are ultra-processed and loaded with inflammatory oils, additives, and texturizers. You might think you're doing something good for your heart, but your gut might be paying the price. That bloating, the brain fog, the sore knees, it could be from trying too hard to be too healthy with fake food. If you want to cut down on meat, stick to beans, lentils, or tempeh. Real food your grandmother would recognize, not a science experiment in shrink wrap. And here's a tricky one: yogurt, specifically the flavored, low-fat kinds that line the dairy aisle. They promise probiotics and calcium, but sneak in loads of added sugars and artificial sweeteners that confuse your metabolism and stir up inflammation. Even Greek style can be a trap if it's been sweetened with syrups or fruit blends. What your body needs is full-fat, plain yogurt with live cultures. Add your own berries, a drizzle of honey if needed. Keep it real, keep it simple. That's where the healing starts. How about granola? Sounds wholesome, right? Oats, nuts, maybe a few seeds? But most store-bought granolas are toasted in inflammatory oils like soybean or canola and packed with sugars, dried fruits coated in preservatives, and even artificial flavors. It's basically a dessert in disguise. You think you're starting your day with something heart-healthy, but really, you're tossing gasoline on the inflammation fire. If you love granola, make it at home with rolled oats, walnuts, a little cinnamon, and coconut oil baked at low heat. That way you control the ingredients and avoid the silent damage. That let's move to margarine. Yes, it's still around. Many people switched from butter to margarine years ago, thinking it was the heart-smart choice. But most margarine is made with hydrogenated or industrial seed oils, both known to spike inflammation levels. These trans fats and omega-6 heavy oils disrupt your cells and immune response. Even if you're watching cholesterol, real butter in small amounts is actually a safer, more stable fat. Or better yet, use olive oil or avocado oil for cooking. Your body recognizes these as food, not chemicals. Now here's a big one, agave nectar. It came on the scene as a natural sweetener, often touted as diabetic-friendly. But the truth is, agave is loaded with fructose, even more than high-fructose corn syrup in some cases. Fructose is especially hard on the liver and drives fat storage and systemic inflammation, especially in older adults. If you need sweetness, go for a bit of raw honey or maple syrup, or even better, retrain your taste buds to enjoy the natural sweetness in real food. That shift alone could improve your energy and reduce pain in your joints. Lastly, we need to talk about vegetable chips. Sweet potato, beet, kale, they sound healthy, they look healthy, but once they're fried and salted and bagged, they're not doing your body any favors. Most are still cooked in inflammatory oils and carry the same risks as regular chips. The antioxidants in the vegetables are mostly destroyed during frying, and what you're left with is crunchy inflammation. If you crave something salty and crispy, try air frying your own veggies or snacking on raw nuts. It gives you that satisfying crunch without the hidden harm. Now I know some of these foods are probably part of your daily routine, and change isn't easy. But here's the thing, your body is always listening to what you feed it. And after 60, it responds louder and faster than ever before. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just begin with awareness. Swap out one item this week. Maybe skip the juice and eat the whole fruit. Trade the granola for eggs. Use real butter instead of margarine. These tiny steps will create ripples throughout your body. Less swelling, better sleep, improved digestion, a sharper mind. That's what's waiting for you on the other side of inflammation. Not some perfect diet, but a peaceful body that finally feels like home again, that you've got more control than you think, and every choice matters. You don't have to be extreme, just intentional. You've made it this far in life, and your wisdom is your greatest asset. Now it's time to let your body reflect that same strength and clarity. Food can be your medicine, or it could be your poison. And sometimes the most dangerous foods are the ones we never question. But you question them now. And that's the first, most powerful step. Keep going. Keep listening to what your body is trying to tell you. You'll be amazed at how much better life can feel when you simply stop feeding the inflammation and start feeding your vitality.